the $50 survival prep kit from the dollar store. Can you get everything you need to be ready for the collapse? So you've made a decision. You're preparing for a blackout or perhaps a total economic collapse. It's simple. The economy's tanking, the weather's weird, and you're wondering how much longer it could go on before things just fall apart. Maybe you've got your eyes on some fancy prepping gear, but let's be real. You're working with a budget. Who isn't? So, let's talk about the most underappreciated secret weapon in the survivalist world, the dollar store. Yes, you heard that right. With $50, you can stock up on some survival essentials. And I'll bet you'll be better off than that guy buying $500 freeze-dried meals from premium websites. Why? Because you're resourceful. Having less money can often lead to greater problem-solving skills, and that's what survival is all about. You might think, a survival kit from the dollar store? What am I going to get, a plastic fork and some expired crackers? Wrong. Well, yes, but also no. The dollar store has a surprising amount of gear that can get you through tough times when the grid goes down. And let's face it, there's something satisfying about surviving on the cheap. So, let's dive into how you can make that $50 go as far as possible in building a solid, incredibly simple starter survival prep kit. This includes $1 stores and $5 and below style stores for a little more options. A lot of this depends on what your store offers, so it will vary since some have $5 tees. So let's begin and stick around to learn about Wasp Spray's secret use. 1. Water. Because you're not a camel, water is life. If you've ever been thirsty on a hot day, you know how crucial it is. But when the grid crashes and water treatment plants stop running, the tap might stop flowing too. Here's what you can grab from the dollar store to keep that water flowing. Bottled water. Stock up on bottled water. While it's not as sustainable as a well or a rainwater harvesting system, bottled water is still one of the best emergency options. Grab a few cases of water, about $10 for 5 or 6 cases, and stash them in your basement, garage, or under your bed. That's hydration right there. Water purification tablets. For a couple bucks, you can pick up a pack of water purification tablets. These are essential for when you find yourself in a situation where you have to drink from questionable sources. Sure, they're not the be-all, end-all solution, but they're great in a pinch. You can also boil water for extra safety. But hey, these tablets will give you peace of mind when there's no other choice. Reusable water bottles. Grab a few reusable water bottles for $1 each. This saves you from needing to keep relying on single-use plastic bottles. However, you can also use discarded bottles as emergency sandals, very loud ones. You'll want to carry water with you when you're on the move, and these bottles are durable and convenient. 2. Fire. Because you're not cooking over a cold campfire. Whether you need to cook your food, stay warm, or signal for help, fire is one of the most important survival tools, and the dollar store can absolutely set you up. Lighters. Stock up on lighters. They're about $1 each, and you'll want at least 5 or 6 in your survival kit. Lighters are compact, reliable, and they'll last long enough to start your campfire, cook your food, or light your candle when the electricity goes out. Bonus. Throw them in different bags so you're never caught without one. Matches. Look for waterproof matches in the camping section. You can get a pack of 20 or more for $1, plus a bag of around 20-50 tea candles for another $2 to $5. Regular matches work fine in good conditions, but waterproof matches can help you survive in rainy or humid environments. You never know when you'll need them, and they're worth their weight in gold in wet conditions. Fire starter blocks. Fire starter blocks, sold in most dollar stores, are awesome for starting a fire quickly and efficiently. They're easy to light, even when the wood around you is damp. For about $2, you can grab a pack and be ready to go. 3. Food. Not just beans and rice, though that's definitely part of it. When the power goes out and stores close, you'll want to have food on hand. The dollar store has a wide variety of affordable food that'll keep you from starving when society's grocery shelves are bare. Canned goods. The dollar store has a surprisingly solid selection of canned food. You'll find beans, veggies, soups, and even canned meats for around $1 each. Get a variety because variety is the spice of survival. Buy at least 10 cans for about $10. And don't forget the can opener. You'll need it if you want to open those cans. Rice and beans. For around $5 each, you can buy massive bags of rice and beans. It's the basic survivalist combo for a reason. It's cheap, lasts forever, and provides lots of calories and protein. It's not gourmet, but it's food. Instant oatmeal and soup mixes. Instant oatmeal and powdered soups are perfect for easy-to-make, lightweight food. Grab a few packs for $1 each. They're quick to prepare, filling, and will keep you going when you need a meal in a hurry. Energy bars. A few energy bars will do wonders when you're on the go or just need something to eat while you're stuck in a survival situation. Pick up a few for $1 each and make sure to rotate them out every 6 months or so. Energy bars have expiration dates after all. Peanut butter. It's a classic survival food. It's packed with protein, fat, and calories. For around $1, you can get a jar of peanut butter that will fill your stomach and keep you going for a while. Throw it on crackers or eat it straight from the jar. It's versatile. If you want a guide on how to make food not suck, check out our other video on that after this one. What food would you miss the most during a long-term blackout? Let me know in the comments. 4. Shelter. Keep dry, stay alive. When things go sideways, you're going to need some shelter. Whether it's from the rain or the elements, you'll want to make sure you've got something to protect you. The dollar store has a variety of ways to keep you dry. Like and subscribe early for 40% drier weather. Or not. Let's move on. Tarps. A tarp is a must-have for any survival kit. You can use it for shelter, to cover your gear, or even to collect rainwater. For about $5, you can get a decent-sized tarp that will keep you out of the elements. It's not a 5-star hotel, but it will keep you from becoming a soggy, miserable mess. Rain ponchos. A rain poncho is a lifesaver in wet conditions. For just $1, you can buy a cheap plastic poncho that will keep you dry. You can use them for yourself, your gear, or even cover up food if you're trying to keep things dry. 5. Home defense. Keep what's yours, and possibly scare some people off. When the collapse happens, people will start looking for things to loot. Once they're done looting useless 90-inch TVs with no power availability, they'll look at houses. If you want to keep your home safe, you'll need a few home defense options. Now, I'm not saying you're going to take down an entire gang with a dollar store knife, but hey, you can still deter trouble. Basic tools. The dollar store has a surprisingly good selection of tools. Crowbars, hammers, screwdrivers. These are all great for fixing things, but in a survival situation, they can also be used for self-defense. Yeah, they're thin, cheap, breakable levels of quality, but they'll be more than enough in a pinch. Get yourself a cheap hammer or crowbar and keep it near the door. Pepper spray. For a couple of bucks, you can pick up a small bottle of pepper spray. No spray? Wasp spray also works. Yes, but keep in mind, this is serious stuff, and we're talking potential permanent damaging effects. It's great for personal defense against animals or looters. It's not going to win any self-defense competitions, but it's a decent deterrent in an emergency. Flashlights. When the power goes out, you'll need light. Flashlights from the dollar store won't win any awards for brightness, but they'll help you see at night. Stock up on a few for $1 to $3 each. Sure, they're not the brightest, but in complete darkness it's enough. Get extra batteries too, because nothing lasts forever. 6. First aid, because you're not invincible. In a survival situation, injuries happen. Whether it's a cut from a rusty nail or a twisted ankle, you'll need basic medical supplies. The dollar store has all kinds of inexpensive first aid items. Bandages and gauze. Get a few packs of bandages and gauze for $1 each. These are essential for stopping bleeding and dressing wounds. You'll also want some medical tape to keep everything in place. Antiseptic wipes. For another $1, you can grab a pack of antiseptic wipes. These will help you clean cuts and scrapes. Infection is one of the worst things you can deal with when medical supplies are scarce, so don't skimp on cleaning supplies. Pain relievers. For $1 or $2, you can get a bottle of aspirin or ibuprofen. These will help relieve pain, reduce fever, and keep you functional when your body starts aching from stress or injury. 7. Random goodies. Stuff you didn't know you needed. Sometimes, the most random items are the ones that come in handy in a survival situation. The dollar store has a few of those. Why didn't I think of that items? Duct tape, the survivalist's best friend. A roll of duct tape costs about $1 and can be used for everything. Fix your tent, patch up holes, keep your gear together. There's no limit to what duct tape can do. It's honestly one of the most versatile tools you can have. Plastic bags. Use them to store food, organize gear, or keep things waterproof. They're cheap and come in handy in almost every survival situation. Aluminum foil. For around $1, aluminum foil can be used for a few things. Cooking, storing, preserving, and making ourselves tinfoil hats for when they make fun of us for being prepared conspiracy theorist. Conclusion. Survival on a budget, so there you have it. A solid survival prep kit for $50. Now, could you do better with high-end gear? Of course. That doesn't mean you need expensive gear, but where you can splurge, do so smartly. A proper multi-tool, water filters, and shelter supplies are good places to start. But if you're working with a tight budget, the dollar store has more than enough to keep you alive when things go south. Sure, some items might need to be replaced or upgraded over time, but for now, you're prepared, and for just $50. And that's the most important part. With all the leftover money, you could invest in dollar store cooking utensils, gloves, Tupperware, hand warmers, and more so. Let's recap with some bonuses. When the world goes sideways, you'll be ready, and you'll do it all without breaking the bank. Did you like and subscribe for the dry weather luck? See you next time, friends.